Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on the CatPotato SMP. It is episode 19 today, which is mad that I've made quite as many of these as I have, but I'm here in front of the inn. I don't know why I'm heading up, because I don't want to go there today, that I built last episode. As for the past two episodes, I haven't done any work off camera, but hopefully this episode there'll be a lot of progress done. Because I'm planning to do a lot of not heavy stuff, that's not the right phrase, but just a lot of work that will be very useful in the future. However, what I want to do first is get some resources, because we are running incredibly low on those. If you didn't see last episode, you wouldn't know. I mean, you should have seen last episode. It's up, there'll be a card in the top right now if you missed it. But we have very little, well, I mean, excluding redstone and coal, because we've always got a lot of those, but we don't have too many resources, and basically no diamonds, because we dropped everything off at the ore swap shop. So what I want to do to start off today's episode is a quick mine. Well, not really a quick mine, I'm probably going to spend the next 2 hours or so on this, but let me know how you think it's going to go. Okay, so I'm back. It's around an hour later, and this is what I've got. I'm not too sure what I think of it, honestly. Because some of the things, like the iron and the diamonds, I think I've got a very good amount of. And the coal and the redstone I don't really mind too much on, but sort of the gold and lapis, I almost think, are a little bit lacking. But I guess what we've got to do is smelt the iron and gold, and mine up the other ones, and see what we get. Exactly as I placed down that last block, I fell off, and I don't have any building blocks, which is really annoying. But it is a decent sort of chunk of ore that I guess I'll start mining up in a minute. And I was going to say I'll do it in a time lapse, but we had one of those last episode, so if you want another one of those, just check out last episode, I guess, if you haven't already seen it, that is. Right, let's take a look inside this chest. Okay. It is slightly upsetting, honestly. Just because it feels like it's not... Maybe it's just compared to last episode? I don't know. But for some reason it feels like I didn't really get that much out of what I've done so far today. But I guess what's probably going to happen is I'll look into the chest downstairs at the bottom of the super smelter and just go, wow, because wow, that is actually how did I know? That's a lot of iron for me. And never mind that buzzing, my phone just went off. Well, I mean, it's not a huge amount of iron, but it's good enough. It'll do. Stop complaining, will you? In the meantime, while I'm here, I'm just going to quickly repair these pickaxes, because why not? Yeah, I need to. Okay guys, so we are back at the base about a week later, because as mentioned in channel chat, which you should totally watch, I haven't had Wi-Fi for a week, so slight issue for me given that this is going out tomorrow and I have about an hour to record the rest of this episode. But I've spent not very long. I cut down 2 trees, but I do have quite a few leaves, and so what I'm thinking is that possibly what we should do is a little bit of just sort of talking to you while I place down some trees. And God, my computer's dying, so I am sorry, I apologize, but there's not very much. Oh, blimey, not you. There's not very much I can do about it. I really hate skeletons. They're possibly my least favourite mob in Minecraft. just because they can be so annoying. Yeah, you can see the process of how I build trees. And one thing I wanted to do, I have a feeling I may have mentioned this last episode, is to kind of bring up the height of the trees a bit. And I think the way I can do this is by making a few taller trees sort of along this bit, just a few trees in, and that means that then when I go back down again, it won't be noticeable that the other trees on this side of this sort of wall of high trees are going to be actually a little bit taller than these trees. But I think just to sort of get it going, we will have to do a little bit like that. The real trick that I use for these trees is that, basically that is what you just saw. I pillar up, and then I pillar down. No. I pillar up, I put a few up, I put some leaves in. I still haven't done anything about that, but I think I might swap it from on there to those two. But I do really like this build. Yeah, so I swap the... Oh, I didn't bring any building blocks other than leaves with me. That could be a problem. Yes. Oh god, I'm just gonna have to fall down and go and grab some stone. Here we are. Basically though, what I do is that I pillar up and start covering it in leaves. Do about 3 leaves, all just one right next to the tree, right next to the trunk at the top, and then from there I build off, but I work in 3s a bit. I think that's probably the best method for it, honestly, just because of how it works. But you can see that it's not, especially from here, it's not as noticeable. Probably over here it becomes a bit more noticeable that there's a giant tree sticking out, is it? Can you, yeah, you can see it up there, but I guess that is in a way the point of it. So, you know, it works. It's good. Blimey, it is actually quite tall, actually. Seeing as it is so tall, to add that little touch of realism, we will have a few roots coming off. Roots I do like adding. I feel that if you make this bit of the tree that little bit thicker, it does really help it to look good. And the roots, I think, blimey, this shovel is just too good. It's too good, guys, too good. Yeah, I think if you do that with the trees, that it works really well. You see, I think that makes it look that little bit better. That little touch that helps to add to the forest and make it look like, I don't know, something you'd actually see, rather than whatever it looks like now, which is a line of trees. Which, to be fair, the line of trees does not look that bad, I don't think. I wouldn't say. Yeah, I don't think the line of trees looks that bad. What I might do actually is leave a kind of gap almost of you see, of like a little 1 block gap between the end of that one and the start of this one. Does that kind of look okay-ish? But the way that I build them does mean that although they don't all look terribly interesting, they're not the best custom trees, they do all fit together, which I think does help when it comes to building up a giant forest of trees, which is nice, you know? You know, it's nice. Nice ice. We'll do that. What I want to do is maybe that? Or is that too much? I think that's too much there. It's a difficulty. It's too little without it, but it's too much with it. Is it? No, maybe it's just that it's not on other side. No, I think can't have it on the top block. You do have to, you know, fiddle around with stuff, play about, make sure it actually looks good. I do actually go back quite a lot to some of the trees that I build and then remake them just a little bit, you know, make them that little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, blimey! It's not blimey. Actually, you know what? I think blimey is a good word. I'd like people to come to this base, look at it, and go, blimey, look at that custom forest. That is blooming cool. That's my goal, guys. It's my goal with this base. I just need to try and figure out how I come down from here. Do I just do another layer the same? I think so. Or maybe I bring it in. I'll take a look. I'll do a thin layer here and take a step back and see that. If you're wondering, I think that's one of the best ways to improve your builds, is just every now and again take a step back and go, does this look good? Or what do I need to add? Like I did last episode, you saw quite a few times with the inn, every now and again, especially when doing the supports for it, I'd take a step back and go, how does that look? And that looks dumb. That looks really, really dumb, doesn't it? Okay, we'll need to widen out this bit here. But basically, my goal is to do, like we have here, have the leaves starting that little bit higher that makes the forest taller, you know? If we'll make it, you know, thicker, basically. I guess, we'll see if I add it in here a bit thicker, whether that looks good, or whether we maybe need to reduce that top section just a little bit. Should we bring that? No, we'll have a gap there. I do like to leave gaps in the leaves, because that is how trees work in real life. If you ever looked at a tree, they don't normally have stones growing off them, though. That's something they don't have. I hope the commentary for this isn't too terrible. I hope you're enjoying this. Maybe we'll do more episodes like this if it's good enough. Let's actually do that a little bit. Oh, for crying out! I'll just pillar up again. Can't be bothered to be neat anymore after so long of pillaring back and forth. Let's see. Let's go down, see how this looks, and have a little peek at, oh, again, really, have a little peek at what it looks like. I think we just needed to put down a couple of leaves there. It is annoying though, because with all these stone pillars, you need to get rid of, oh, half broken block. You need to get rid of them so that your build does not look, oh, blimey, so that your build does not look completely terrible when you take a step back to look at it. Just hit the 10-minute mark there. Moving on to the next topic of conversation that isn't about exactly what I'm doing. It's about something that I, a minute ago, had around my neck, actually. And that was some headphones. Recently, my old headphones that I have really loved having, I think I've had them a year or so, broke. Well, they didn't really break. It's the same thing with them that happened with my headphones before that. In the, because apparently, I can't remember the name for it. It's not a wire split. It's something like that though. The wire between the right and left sort of earpiece broke, which means that basically when I'm trying to listen to things, it only plays through one ear, which is bearable, but it's bearable for a while, but sort of eventually, especially when you're someone like me who listens to music a lot, it gets annoying. But what I've got instead now is some new headphones, which are... Oh, I like that. I think that looks fine. Fabulous. Fabulous tree, that, although maybe that bit needs to be taken out. Which are Bluetooth. And I've never used Bluetooth that much before. I've got Bluetooth speakers that I do really like. Bluetooth speakers are good, I think. But Bluetooth headphones I'd never used before. And I mean, I guess I'll ask if you guys have ever used them to say in the comments. But I would definitely recommend Bluetooth headphones. They have been so useful, especially for me because I walk around listening to YouTube and podcasts and music all the time. Just, you don't realize how much that wire gets in the way. And I need to stop talking about Bluetooth headphones for a minute here so that I can look at this tree properly, because I think we're about done with that, but you can see that building trees takes a long time. So we're quite a way through the episode. We haven't done anything pretty much. What I might do is build a few more trees like this, fill in this area with trees, and then I'll get back to you. So I'll see you in an hour or so, guys. Okay guys, we're back. I think I've done about 4 trees. I might have time to do another one before the hour is up, but I thought I'd just end off the episode, really. Not much has happened, really not a lot has happened. I had a whole bunch of plans for this to get this whole kind of section done. I think you can tell that I'm definitely pushing to do this back bit first, because that is a bit where I have a very clear cut-off point of kind of these hills. Whereas over there, I could just keep going round, and I probably will. But one thing you've probably been able to tell is that just how long it takes me to make these. I've made about 4 or 5 in the past hour and 10-20 minutes or so. So you can just see that it is... I think I've done this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe? Okay, so maybe 5, 6, 7, but, you know, slow progress, guys. However, it has been very fun, and I hope you have noticed that I've actually really enjoyed this episode. I've really enjoyed Bluetooth headphones, speaking about the trees, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. This has been quite a chill episode, and I think it's nice. I might need to do a little bit of work on the top of that tree. This tree is very different to the others, but I think it's nice to have variation, because, you know, variety is the spice of life. However, that's it, really. I don't know what I'm going to call this episode. Big trees and Bluetooth. That's what it'll be called. Maybe. Blue skies and Bluetooth? Who knows? Anyway. Oh, I see. Thank you all ever so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed, then I guess share it with all your friends. Tell them that Bluetooth headphones are good. Get yourself some Bluetooth headphones. I'm not sponsored by any headphones. Just get Bluetooth headphones. And yeah, if you don't want to miss next episode, where I think I'll be doing some heavier stuff with some cool, amazing farms and all that good jazz, then please do subscribe. Or, you know, for any of my other videos, channel chats, Minecraft update ideas, anything, please subscribe. That'd be lovely. Thank you for watching, and bye, I guess. Ciao.